All right, shalom, shalom, peace, peace. May the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable in Yahweh's sight. He is our strength and our Redeemer, and it is in His name, which is His authority, that we pray, praise, proclaim, project, and protect tonight's message. Aman. Hola, mi nombre es Kofi. ¿Cómo está? Bonjour, je m'appelle Kofi. Ça va? Ni hao, namaste. Osayana Kitawaya, Ohio. I see you. Manut, Wagwan, Kamsa, Kamsamida, Aloha, Ciao, Habarigani. Ako aba, madase, itisen, jambo, mimi ni Kofi ni nafra kukatan na wewe. Barakalat Shem Yahava, Nai Kovai, headed to Servants of Christ, Mount Shalom Chi. Hello, everybody. I am Pastor Kofi, pastor of Servants of Christ, where we are always changing lives one mind at a time by being the voice of the voiceless and speaking the unspoken. We appreciate, love you, thank you. We are grateful. We did have our, first, we give all honor and praise to the Most High. Once again, Yahweh Elohim. We give our praise and honor to Him for my wife, the Honorable Alma, who lives a life that's able to be honored. As always, you can check her out on TikTok, YouTube, her website, and Pinterest at Bloom and Flourish, not A-N-D, the letter N, Bloom and Flourish. She is a healer, herbalist, chemist, and biologist by degree. Teda Yechasvel, Kwam Yechasvel, Aman, Teda Yechasvel, Tehasadat, Aman. We appreciate, love you all. Thank you for being on today. And we're excited, we're grateful for those who were able to make it tonight, for those who are kind of under my wing for those regions. For now, thank you for being on at 7 p.m. Eastern New York time. We appreciate, love you, and we'll try to make sure that for those who weren't able to make the meeting tonight, feel free to reach out and get an update on what we talked about this evening. And we're thankful to be in front of you all again. Let's go ahead and get right into this because I don't have as long as I normally would have. So let's get right into tonight's message and let you guys take your leave and get ready. And safe travels for those who are traveling. And love you all. So we'll get ready to do our Bible pledge. If you want to go ahead, stand to your feet or reverence your hop in any kind of way that you're able to. We thank you for doing so. How you doing, Minister Stephen, Beck, Carla, Mignon, Pinky, Minister Samaya LeRae, Sister Mavis, Ruth and Charlie. And thank y'all for the love, by the way. I see you. How you doing, Brother Rodney? Lost Tribe, Brother Omar, Minister Tamara, Big Brother Thomas, Lottie Dottie, and everybody. If I miss you, charge it to my head, not to my heart. We appreciate, love you. Thank you so much. Aman. So hopefully all is well with you all. Also, too, I'm soliciting your prayers. I'm doing pretty well so far. But coming off the trip and while being on the trip and everything, I realized how much sugar intake I have, even if it's not as dangerous as what I might have thought it was. It's way too much. So I'm going through my little personal fast of no sugar at all, or trying my best, because just about everything's going to turn into sugar at some point, but trying my best not to have any added sugar. So keep me in prayer if you don't mind. And hopefully all is well with you all. How you doing, Shoe Queen? And everybody, appreciate, love you. How you doing, Brother Darius? And I'm going to try and catch up, Sister Carla. I've been trying to be faithful to the stuff you've been putting out, and I've been missing some of it just being on the trip. I've been busy and traveling and all that, and I saw a couple different things or whatever, so I'm praying for you. I saw a couple different titles to videos. I was like, ooh, let me pray for my sister. So I promise I've been praying for you, even though I haven't been saying as much as I normally do. Hello, Idiom. How you doing? I think as far as my culture and everything, it'd be pretty clear what I am, but if you need to go ahead and stick around long enough, I think your question will be answered pretty easily. That being said, thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, right? But let's go ahead and get into this. If you want to go ahead, put your right hand or your Bible or your device in the air, just repeat after me. This is my Bible. This is my sword. In this will I trust. For Yahshua is Lord. No sword of God shall ever be heard. For this is my Bible, and this is Yah's word. Hashem Yahweh, Aman, which is in Yahweh's name, His Shem, His authority, amen. How you doing, Machiavelli? How you doing, D? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get right into this message. Tonight's message is that authenticity is on demand. Let me say it correctly. Authenticity is in demand. Hallelujah. Authenticity is in demand, right? Authenticity, one of the biggest things that we have on our side in living the truth and being followers of the way, right? And being follower of the way, who is the way, the truth, and the life, right? And no man comes before him, is making sure that we are authentic. Inauthenticity is going to be one of the things that hurts you and harms you. Authenticity is going to be one of the things that causes you to grow. This is dealing with your business. This is dealing with your future. This is dealing with your family. This is dealing with what you say your belief system is. Authenticity is always going to be in demand. Even on the opposite side, even for the ops, even for the enemy, even for those who are trying to trick, even for those that you can't stand in whatever political affiliation or whatever political affiliation they might have, even authenticity as far as symbolization is in demand. What do I mean? Even if you hate Donald Trump is a symbol that persons will use so that they can be authentically what they want to be, right? If you have tiki torches that want to march, even if Donald Trump is not saying directly you can do this or whatever, they will use him as a rally. Why? Because even if he's a liar, this, that, whatever, what he symbolizes allows somebody to be authentic, right? Even your enemy is looking for something that they can play on and say, hey, this is what authenticity is. How you doing, Sister Nadine? How you doing, Sylvia? Right? So even if you're on that, right? But we need authenticity. You know, one of the things, and once again, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, but I want you to see something, right? I could care less. I didn't vote. I will never vote. I just want you guys to see, right, what's going on. Even with Donald Trump, right? How you doing, Sister Tamika? Even with Donald Trump and what happens with him, or I'm sorry, let me flip to the other side. You want to know the reason why Kamala Harris surprisingly lost for a lot of you guys who were so into that? Kamala Harris lost because they lied about how close she was in the race. You kept hearing these numbers about how close and everything's close and everything's close and everything's close. It was never close, right? Joe Biden was kind of already losing. Joe Biden got out of it. Kamala was supposed to try and take over and do all this stuff. And guess what? They were inauthentic. Kamala Harris was telling you all these things she was going to do and on the left and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden at the end, they started talking about all the persons who were running against Republicans. They started talking about border patrol, gun safety, right? Even Kamala came out talking about some, oh yeah, I got that thing on me, right? Well, what did you think was going to happen when a person said, hey, wait a minute, you're not authentic. You said you were one thing and you won't even be there, right? Even with the question whether you believe she was black or whatever, even with that, you have to still recognize and realize that that being brought up meant that persons were questioning what? Her authenticity, right? You didn't care about us like that, then all of a sudden it was Wakanda forever. We have to question your what? Your authenticity, right? I'm saying that to say, regardless of how you feel about what I just said, authenticity is in demand. And a lot of persons are trying their hardest to find authenticity in an inauthentic system. You're trying to see, like, hey, if I go to school and I go ahead and get this degree and I go into debt going to school, somebody's going to help me, right? Somebody's going to take this on, and come to find out, oh, no, they're not, right? Come to find out, oh, no, they're not. I'm going to go into debt, and I might not be able to pay the debt off for a long time. Authenticity. If I go ahead and I do men versus women, then men are going to be better or women are going to be better. Oh, wait a minute. That's not how it was designed. See, the real authenticity, how you doing, Sister Akita? Real authenticity comes from us being in the kingdom and us being true to what the creator of all says. Because if anything is universal, it must be by the creator of the universe. Even the word universe, when you break the word down, universe, verse, right? One sentence, it means that the person who is the creator of the universe that you live in, you live in his single spoken sentence. It doesn't get more authentic than whatever he spoke. Right? All that's being said, authenticity is in demand. So I must ask the question, are you authentic? Are you authentically, right? Are you authentically you? Do you know who you are? Do you know what you are? Do you know whose you are? Do you change when things are going bad? Do you change when things are going great? Do we know that you're even keeled, as the saying goes, right? If you don't know what keel is, by the way, if you've ever heard that saying, being even keeled, on every ship, there's a keel. Come on, Apostle Dr. Saman, see your book in my head. There's a keel on the boat, right? And the keel is important. It's the backbone of the ship. And if the keel is not even or not done correctly, then the whole ship can be off. How you doing, big boy? So, are you authentically yourself at all times? Because authenticity is in demand, right? One of the things one of the things that blesses, that's been a barak to my familia, that's been a barak to my sapaki, right, is for me to always know that no matter what's going on, I'm going to do what Yah says, right? I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I do know that that Yah willing, 8, maybe a little later, but 8 a.m. Eastern New York time, you'll see me, right? And Yah willing, even if I don't know where I'm going to be at, 8 p.m. Eastern New York time, you'll see me. And in between, no matter where I'm going to be at, Brother Solomon is going to have his work to do, and I'm going to do it with him. And no matter where I'm going to be at, Yah willing, we're going to find a place to work out, whether it be at a gym, whether it be at the Y, whether it be outside playing football, whether it be push-ups and sit-ups, whether it be kung fu, whatever it is. But we're going to make sure that we're going to do the same thing. See, this is authenticity. People get to see the same thing over and over again. They say, "Ooh, you're authentic." A lot of persons going to see that you're authentic because you do the same thing. If something's authentic, it does the same thing. Come on, that's right. I am who I am indeed, right? I'm going to do the same thing. My faith will not waver. And how will you tell that my faith is authentic? Because my works will not waver. My works will not waver. So I'm going to do the same thing, and you'll be able to say he must have the same faith. They coming after you for your bills. Yep, my money low too. How you doing, Sister Takara? My money low too right now. We in the same boat. And even though the money's low though, guess what? Same thing. I'm gonna live as if all my bills are paid. Because I believe that the Most High can pay all my bills even if they haven't been paid yet. I don't have faith that he'll pay my bills by changing my works because I'm afraid that my bills won't be paid. Oh my greatness. How you doing? Right? That's not faith, right? Or it's faith. It's not faith in Yah. It's faith in something else, right? My faith is not in the works. My works are in the faith. My greatness. Come on. That's authenticity. Come on, somebody. My faith is not in the works. My works are in my faith. How you doing, Sister Monica? My works are consistent. They're authentic, right? That's why I tell y'all when I'm doing well in something, and when I also say, "Ooh, I'm not doing so well." How you doing, Sister Crystal? I'm not doing so well in this. Why? Because let me be authentic. Let me not cover this up. I'm not supposed to cover it up. Why would I cover up this? There's certain things that aren't for your ears, sure, and they're just for my family, sure, to know. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to be inauthentic. How you doing, Brother Brian? And thank you for the love. Right? Authenticity is in demand. There are persons who can't stand me. But one thing you can't say, how you doing, Sister Snett? So this person that can't stand me, the one thing you cannot say is that I'm Simon. You guys know Simon had a problem with authenticity. Simon's name means leafy. And when he would speak and when he would do certain things, the wind would blow. It was like the wind blew. So he'd be angry one moment, he'd be on point the next. He would say, "You are the Christ" one moment, then Yehoshua would say, "Get behind me, the Satan," because he tried to rebuke the Messiah. He was leafy, but when he did righteous, Yehoshua would call him Peter, right? I know those are different names of what we would call him, but let's just use the ones we're familiar with. He would start calling him Peter, Petros, which means that he is solid like a small stone, right? So Peter's problem was he was leafy at times. He changed it up. He was with the Messiah. All of a sudden, he chops off somebody's ear, and then he takes off running, and then he's coming around to check on the Messiah, but only from a distance. And then somebody sees him from far off and says, "Hey, aren't you the one that was with him?" That's inauthentic. Authenticity, I know there's a different definition in your dictionary. I'm going to just tell you what authenticity is as far as our working definition. How you doing, Sister Brea? Authenticity is always being what Yah has called you to be. If you would be what you were called to be before the foundation of the earth, that means that even when the earth changes, and even when there's a new earth and a new heavens that come together, you will always be authentic. You will always be in demand. And you know that if you're in demand, there's somebody that wants to consume. Because everything that's in demand, there's consumers, right? There's consumers, and then there's those who are producers. Those who are authentic produce something that consumers buy into. There's a consumer out there that wants the fruit from your tree, and it doesn't grow on any other tree. You are in demand when you are authentic. Are you with me? There's a fruit that grows from your tree. SOC, there's husbands who want to marry the wives of SOC because they're authentic. There's wives who want to marry the husbands of SOC because they're authentic and they come from a great tree, and they're coming from the fruit of the tree that we put effort into, and we don't change up, and we remain next to the water, right? We are like a tree planted by the rivers of water that in their season produces much fruit. And even if it's not your time to get married, I'm trying to tell you, that's why everybody offers. Brother, that's why all of them offer it. Everybody talking about you corny, but they want to tell you all the great things about you. Everybody talking about, well, you this and that, but, and they want to tell you all the reasons why they want to be with you, because they see your fruit. Authentic. Authenticity. Somebody sees your gift. The same person that can't listen to you but still wants you to pray over. Because they see your fruit. How you doing, Sister Alila? Or I'm sorry, Alila, excuse me. Right? They see your fruit. They know your righteousness. Talk bad about you but can't wait for you to explain a Bible verse. Or always want to argue with you about stuff because really they want to go ahead and debate, because as much as they don't want to admit it, you're the only person that they feel like they can actually talk to in that area, in that arena. Don't want to donate anything to you, but can't wait till you come out so they can get a discount rather than sowing into you. But you are in demand. I don't have to give you a discount on righteousness, and I don't have to feel bad about it. I'm not just talking about finances. Right? There's certain things that I have that come from those, as Minister Tamara brought out in scripture today. What was it? Psalm 1, the 119th division of Psalm, 63rd verse, dealing with the mem, I believe. No. What was it dealing with? I can't remember. No, dealing with chet. Right? Verse 63, dealing with chet, dealing with the protection. Right? It says that I'm a companion of those who are with Yah. Right? So I'm not going to sell myself short. My companionship only goes with those that are with Yah. I'm not a confidant of everybody. I'm not a constituent of everybody. I'm not even a comrade with everybody. But those who deserve, and those who are willing to go ahead and put in what I put in, and those who are willing to sow words of kindness into me as I sow words of kindness into you, well, then guess what? But see, my righteousness is in demand. So you got to recognize when you're in demand that you don't worry about giving out discounts. Right? You gave a discount out. You gave it out for free, right? And I'm not saying I'm here to charge you, but hear what I'm saying. You gave it out for free. You gave it out for no effort. You gave it out for no energy because you were trying to introduce it to the world. You produced the fruit. But once somebody gets a taste, somebody's going to try and make sure that your gift is something that they can sell. Right? And what I'm saying is that's right. I don't carry on sale signs, right? The best places that you go, the places that you really want to shop at, you don't dare ask for sales. Some places, if you were to go in right now to some of your places or some of the places you wish you could shop at regularly, and you go in there and you talk about sale prices, you'd feel ashamed. Or the person might say, if you really need to know what it costs, this probably isn't the store for you. If you really need to ask how much that vehicle costs, maybe you shouldn't be looking at Bugattis or Ferraris or Lambos or Corvettes, right? If you're coming in here with the mindset that you need them to bring it down, that this is not the place for you, right? At least walk up in here and act like you came in here with a bunch of money. But there's some things that aren't for sale. And see, a lot of you are compromising yourself. See, authenticity should never be compromised. Praise Yah. My authenticity, who I am, it's not compromisable. I'm not able to compromise. I'm not able to say, I'll give you a different version of me so that you'll be pleased. I get it. I can be all things to all persons as far as preaching and being able to reach persons, but my authenticity, how I live and how I act and how I operate and who I protect and whom I love and whom I give myself to and and the sin that I hate, it's authentic. That's right, Sister Nadine, right? It's got to be authentic. It's got to be all or nothing. Never compromise. Come on, right? It's got to be all or nothing. I don't have time to keep compromising to make you feel comfortable, because you're feeling comfortable means that I'm not giving you my best. Is it you can't pump for free? Prepay before you pump? Know the price before you pump? Come on, right? Come on, right? I can't give my best if I'm not giving you my best. This is why, even though we don't believe in dating, this is why sisters be getting irritated with stuff, because sometimes sisters have to keep acting like they're not who they are so that you'll go ahead and not feel like some kind of shame or feel like she's whatever. I've got to be all me or I can't be nothing. That's right, too. Come on. Too big a cost was paid, too. You know how long it took me to become who I was? You know how much I studied? You know how much I researched? You know how many persons tried to trample upon me? You know how many times now that I've learned the power that I have, how many serpents I had to look for to be able to trample upon their heads? You hear what I'm saying? There's no hesitation in who I am. And if you can't be in that, right? I said who I am. Now, I'm not saying that everything about me is who I am yet, because I know I still got to improve in perfection. But that's why there's law to protect you and protect me from the parts of me that are imperfect. Come on, you want to see me at my greatest. You want to see me, meet me at the moon. Meet me at the stars, right? Meet me in the heavens. Why is it that you want to meet me on the earth when I'm designed to be in the heavens? Oh my goodness. That's right. I'm not a sub to a non-mission. Come on. Right? I'm not inferior. The Yah that I serve, he's superior, and he makes me a fellow heir to everything when I act in a superior fashion. Right? There is no compromise when it comes to me. It's all me or it's nothing. It's all love or it's no love. It's all greatness or it's not great at all. Anybody who has told you or tries to tell me different about ourselves, this is not for them to consume. You came to the wrong store. If you have to ask for me to be on sale, to give less words, if you have to ask me to stop eating stuff because you don't like the dietary law, if you have to ask me to stop preaching as hard as I do, if you have to ask me to stop loving on the level that I do, if you have to ask me to stop telling the truth when I do, if you have to ask me, right, to make sure that it's more comfortable for you, if you have to ask me to wear something that I'm not called to wear, come on, girl, you ain't got to do all that. We just go into the club, show a little something. Hey, bro, what you talking about, man? You ain't got to do all that or whatever, man. Go back to what you was doing before. Why you worried about treating them with respect? We going to the club anyway. All the girls there, man, shoot, they ain't coming there for respect. Well, then I'm not going there. I'm not going there for disrespect, nor to give it. How you doing, Black Brown, tonight? Right? No compromise. No compromise. Watch this. 4 years from now, are you gonna vote then? And compromise? You say you serve a king. You say you are a king. Kings don't need to vote. Authenticity is in demand. And anybody who tries to ask you to sell out or to put your authenticity on sale, tonight is the night that you're done with them. At least until they change their mind. I know you don't want to hear that, because somebody that's your best friend, your BFF, your boyfriend, your wannabe wife or husband, whatever it is, they swear up and down that they're authentic. But they keep changing on you. And they swear up and down that you're authentic or that you're inauthentic because you stay the same. They done reverse the math over you. Tonight's the night that you get to stand up for yourself, because you stand up for the kingdom that sent you. For lo, you won't have to look to the left or to the right or to the east, the west, the north, or the south. For the kingdom of heaven is inside of me. It's inside of you. And anybody that cannot handle the kingdom, they are not worthy of you. May Yah be with you. May he strengthen you. May he guide you. We give him all honor. We give all honor to him for my wife, the Honorable Alma. And remember, as always, fam, that you are loved. You are necessary. You are majestic. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And you, which is all of us working together, will be the reason why people who are in the system no longer have to be up. Shalom. Take care. Peace.